Hello everyone. So in last video we have seen different type of tools, right? So in this video we are going to create AI agent, okay, using JavaScript. So I will write a code in JavaScript, okay, to create a assistant ID, okay, in my VAPI account. So for this you need VAPI API key. So I will tell you step by step how to get the API key, okay. So first let's create a folder. Let's create a folder on desktop. That is I think so you know what how to use git bash, right? If you don't know, I will make tutorial on it. So mkdir for main directory AI agent, right? Okay. Okay, so as you can see, this is not correct, not because I wrote it wrong. Mkdir AI agent. Okay. Okay, change directory to AI agent. As you can see, I get into the AI agent directory. Right now we have to create a file in this. So let's create, okay, tuch touch and agent dot. What is happening? Okay, so as you can see that I made a file in this directory, that is agent.js. So how to see it, how to know that our file has been created? So for this there is a command ls. You can see agent.ts has been created successfully. So let's open your VS Code, right? Let's open your VS Code. Okay, so this is my AI interview app. Okay, so let's open folder, go on desktop. This is AI agent and open it. Okay, you can use any editor. I am using AI agent, sorry, I am using VS Code, right? Yes, I trust dot. Okay. Okay, so before moving further, I would like to tell you something about this agent.js. So what are our moral to create this agent, right? So our moral is to create that agent which helps to uh, order, manage, refund, okay, which which able to take calls of customer, or we can see that it will call to customer. If customer have any issue, it will call to a human agent, right, like its manager, to resolve that problem. So we are going to create that type of agent, right? So in like we can see that in restaurants there are many type of issues. Customer did not get any refund. So for this there is a mediocre, that is a AI agent who calls to manager. Okay, if there is direct call to manager, it will create a different type of issues. Okay, back to back calls to manager disrupt the system. That's why we are creating a middle agent, so that it will call to agent if the issue is not resolved. Okay, so let's see how to code. So before moving to further, I will tell you what are the steps and how many steps this agent will created, right? So first we will assign our API key, that is VAPI key, right? In second step we will define our configuration variables. So step one, what is step one? Step one is, what is step one? We are define our API key, okay, right? In step two, we are going to define our voice configuration, right? In step two, in step three, we are going to define our what we can say that our action function, okay, our action function, right? In step 4, what we are going to see, anybody guess? Please comment. You are guessing right. Execute the function, okay. So in these 4 steps we are going to build our agent. Okay, so I comment out, I am going to left it over. Okay, so that if you visit you can see what are the steps I executed. So in first step, let's start to define our API key. Okay, so as you know, I think you know what is const, how to write code in JavaScript. So VAPI. So I think so. Okay, here we will define our API key, right? Okay, step 1 has been done. So see, very simple steps. So I am also right step 1. Step 1 already done. We are going to step 2. So in this step we are going to configure our agent voice model, which type of model. So what prompts, what questions it will ask to user. So let's create it. Okay, so const agent, right, const agent config, right. So write first name, that is what kind of name. So what is this, what type of agent is this we are writing is this. So we are writing is, it is as what can we write, okay, we can write swap agent. Which type of swap, we can write it, write it pizza swap agent. Okay, right. What we said, okay, here we are code it, what we are coding it, this is we are going to code it. There is assistant, there is picture software, I already made it. Okay, so we are going to code it this first message mode. What will be this AI code agent will ask to you. So we are going to make it this. So first message we are writing it. Okay, first message, what we are going to write it in first message, uh, thanks for calling mm, Mario's Pizza. Okay, how can I help you today? Okay, is that clear everyone, right? Let's go on next. Okay, we are defining model. What is model? Model means for which type of model it is using, right? Provider OpenAI we are using, for model GPT-4o we are using. Okay, so as you can see, observe that these things we have already seen. How? Let's go. These things we have already seen. So as I write first message, okay, am I going to see what is our provider and what is our model. So we are coding this particular thing in our code, okay, to actually work as a AI coding agent, right? So let's see our next code. What will be? So provider is that we are going to take is OpenAI, right? And model is model, what, which model should I take? Okay, I'm going to take GPT 4o, right, comma, and what we are writing in message, what we are going to write in message, that is in message we are going to create an object that is role. In role what we are going to write, that is system. Okay, in content what we are going to write, in content what we are going to write, okay, so backticks, you are a pizza shop assistant, right? You are a pizza shop assistant. Okay, So let's do in a very good manner, right? We should do it. Okay, enter, and I'm going to write it. If the caller, if the caller sees words like complain, or what we can write, refund, manager, angry. Okay, then say, what will you say? What will your AI agent say? Let me connect you with, let me connect you with our manager, right? Right away. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Okay, make it in double quote. Okay, I think it is clear to everyone, right? Okay, so it is clear. I think it should be. Now we are going to configure our voice, which type of voice I'm using. So voice, for voice I'm going to use provider. Provider will be what? As you can see that provider will be Vapi provider, right? And what will be voice ID? Voice ID will be, I'm going to take it as Indian voice Sagar, right? Okay, so is that spelling wrong? Provider. Okay, okay. So everything is good. I think we have successfully done our second step. Let's go on third step. Let's go. Wow, it is very simple. Let's go on third step. So in third step, what we are going to write our action function. We are going to write our action functions, means creating an agent. Okay, so we are going to create an agent in our third function. So here what will happen in the third step, so that as we already assign our API key here. Okay, so basically what happens, so API key and configuration already ready, and now we are going to write function that ties them together to make the network request. Okay, so let's go. Here we are using a sync function, a sync function, sync function, create agent, right? A sync function, we are going to create an agent. Okay, so first what we are trying to do here, first we are going to make the request over the internet. So for this we are going to const response equal to await. We are using, if it is async await, we are using for fetch. We are going to fetch from where? We are going to fetch from HTTPS, the security. Okay, I think I'm wrong. Okay, double slash API dot vapi dot, okay, AI slash assistant, right? Is that clear to everyone? Okay, comma. If you already know JavaScript how to fetch data, then you can know how to write it function. Okay, we are going to method. So what we are doing here, we are doing post method, because we are posting this thing, we are posting this agent config on this API request. Okay, so we are going to use post method, right? Okay, here we are using headers. In headers we are going to use as I told you, I will told you authorization in further videos, so I am telling it here. Authorization. Okay, authorization is, what is authorization here? What is authorization? As you can see, use backticks here, right? Bearer and indentation. It is called indentation. It's dollar sign. We wrong. It is VAPI key. Okay, comma, enter, and content type. We are going to write content type. Okay, content type What is content type? Content type is application slash JSON. ठीक है? Okay. So I think you already know all the steps. Am I writing to you? Am I writing? Okay. Uh, because I already told everything, like these things. Okay. These function calls I already show in headers, content type in application JSON in my previous video. Okay. So let's go further and do something unique, right? Let's go. What should we do next? What should we do next? What is the body? Okay, so body should be JSON. Okay, JSON dot stringify. Okay, agent config, right? Next, what we are going to see, so here we have made a function, okay, to make the request over the internet, right? Now next we are going to read what the server replied back. So I made a request on this API route. So next we are going to see what the server should reply back, right? So for this we are going to write code const data equal to await, okay, response. Here we are using request, right? And here we are using response. Okay, what will be in response? Response dot JSON. Okay, response dot JSON. So as we can see, what will be server will respond to. So in third, okay, it is possible that if server will respond, there should be error. So for error we are going to write code. What we can write, if response if response dot okay, right, then console dot error, what we can write it here, agent creation failed, right? agent creation failed, और यहाँ पे हम डेटा दे देंगे, right? agent creation failed, and here we will return. Okay, okay, I think it's clear to everyone. Now in next part we are going to console log. In next part we are going to console log what? Agent created id. Agent created id is what we can write here, just get data.id. okay, data.id, right? So our third step already done. First, what we have done, first make request over the internet. Second, what we have done, in second we have done the what server will replied. And third step, what we have done, if the error will come, then how to resolve it. And in fourth, if it is success, then log this. So we want to create agent ID in our VAPI dashboard, right? So how to create it? Let's see. So it is my code. Okay. In last step, we have to do one step also, execution state. Okay. Here step 4. Step 4, right? Step 4. Okay. So here we are going to create agent call. Okay, so for this we are going to up how to know what is our API key, VAPI. Okay, so don't share with anyone. Okay, so as you can see that there is a credit. If this credit will go down, if this credit will finish, then you have to purchase credits. Okay, so I am going to set, and okay, so here which type of API key you are going to set? Here you are using private API key, right? So I will not see you, I will blur in my this. So I think almost everything has been done. Okay, let's go to terminal. Okay, node run it agent dot JS. Okay, okay. So here is what error comes. Message voice ID must be one of the following: Carla, Goldlife, Lara. Okay, okay, okay. So what I did I do any mess up here? Mm, okay. Did I do any mess up? Okay, so I think I used Sagar. Here is A. Okay, this will run. I think so. Okay, okay. See, as you can see that our agent ID has been created. So what I told you, I put API key where I put here API key. Okay, so this API key, put it there, and the function call happens. Okay, server responded back to this API key, right? So I should see agent has been made, that pizza voice agent has been made by using this agent ID, right? Let's go. That is agent ID is this 8021. Okay, so let's see what is it is has been created or not. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is the features of agent and this is the ID has been created. Let's see, you can check it out. This ID and the ID shown here is exactly same. So what I told you, the code I have written here is exactly created an assistant, pizza shop assistant here in my VAPI. So let's see what I put in message. Okay, what I put in my message. What I put in my message. Let's see. Okay, you are a pizza shop assistant. If the caller says what like this. Okay. So as I see, what I wrote it here exactly same. So that's I that's why I told you. Okay. So in this, what we have to do? We have to do select tool, right? To make it more workable, right? So for this we are going to tools option. Okay, for this you have to know what is philo. Okay, for this you have to know what is philo, right? So I think I should leave it here for now. I will tell you in next tutorials what is Twilio, how to assist transfer call. Okay, till then stay tuned for next lecture.